there is a concept called free, prior, and informed consent in the principle of human rights in business, which is, and I'm going to throw some big phrases here, which is part of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights with the United Nations, of which India is a signatory. It is part of the International Labour Organization's Convention, to which India is a signatory, among other countries. There is something very critical called free, prior, and informed consent. That means that the target group where you're going to set up A or B or C project needs to have the freedom of information. You need to provide full information about where your project is, what it is about, what you wish to do, how do you wish to involve them. They need to be free to be able to protest peacefully. They need to be free to express their opinion. They need to be free to deny you their property. And they need to ultimately consent to what you want from them or out of them. I believe that is today one of the greatest reasons of the problem we face today if we go beyond just the delivery of the justice system. And here, the reason I'm bringing this up is that we can't get away from the fact that India is going to be increasingly more industrialized, more manufacturing-oriented, more heavy industry-oriented. We can't stop that. I mean, unfortunately or unfortunately, we have to live with it, and we have to work within these constructs. And when you take this purpose, when you have the freedom of expression, the freedom of right, freedom of property, which is enshrined in the Constitution to various charters that you've signed, the government and through the government corporations often use what we call the right of eminent domain, which the government has overall right to, which is basically a project or an initiative for the greatest common good. Bhakra Nangal Dam, your steel plants, power projects, so on and so forth, which are done for people. And therefore, the government often overrides a local need or a sentiment using this right to eminent domain, which unfortunately in India supersedes everything, including the Constitution of India and your fundamental rights.